The topic today is how to choose yourself and why it matters. So this is one of those I have been talking about for many years, but we can always be available to take it deeper. And for some, maybe coming in the door for the first time, this may not be deepening. This may be, an activation point of the remembrance of this in this lifetime. So choosing yourself and why it matters, and how as you choose you, you start to reset yourself back into that alignment of your divine flow and that connection with your higher self, if you want. We'll use those words, but I really want you to allow you to understand your higher self is you. It's not like separate from you, it is you. And your higher self is not somewhere that you have to go look for it and invite it back in or bring it back home. It's just almost like closing your eyes and blinking, opening them back up again, and just being available to the understanding that it's your higher self is right here. Your higher self is you. In this very moment, hearing these very words, breathing that very breath that's flowing through your form. Does this make sense to you? Yes. Okay. Now, the reason why I have to say that to begin with is we have all different people coming in from all different across the planet, belief structures, backgrounds, ages, spiritual journey age, which is totally different from your chronological age. But for some people coming into this, they are looking at their being, their self, their eternal soul, their now human life, and they are just stepping into being available to love themselves. They're just stepping into being able to look in a mirror and be grateful for their life, and not look in the mirror and be guilty or ashamed of their life. So I acknowledge that. Someone needs to hear that today. Yes. And the words just spoken minutes ago about it's as easy, for lack of a better term here, it's as easy as closing your eyes to blink and opening them and realizing your divine flow, your higher self is right there. Well, when you look in the mirror, if you're still feeling, anyone here, and they can have a day and come back in and out of this, if you're still feeling any type of, well, I don't love all of me, I'm available to love myself one day, but I don't like what I said to that person or to my child or to my mother or to whatever. I don't like what I did to my coworker. I don't like how I gave into that addiction again. I thought I really beat it this time. Close your eyes if that's you, when you can, and slowly reopen them with the intention and the availability to be new. To allow any past spaces of guilt or shame, no matter how big or how small, to receive your love and to be released by you. That's the biggest part of this, okay? If you're going to choose yourself, you've got to learn how to do it. And it involves self-love, self-worth, So being available to the self, just like you would a dear friend or a loved one, and they mess up. Yes. They drop the ball. You have the opportunity in that space to share love and kindness and say, you don't have to live in that identification point your entire life. You can allow yourself to let it go and heal it and change it and be different, be new, live differently, make different choices in the future. And if you would say that to a loved one or a friend, you deserve to be able to say it to yourself. Does this make sense to you? Okay. We're really good at telling it to other people. We're really good at telling it to other people, especially people that find their way to me, because you're givers, you care and you love and you want to assist. And so the biggest thing you can do is truly step back, take a deep breath, become more observant, become more aware, and then choose you. Love you, forgive you, embrace you. Look at everything, if anybody's looking at the spaces that they want to change or shift that are maybe, quote, in your eyes, wrong about yourself, you have the opportunity to, in that very moment when you're seeing what you've done or remembering what you've done that was wrong in your eyes, you have the opportunity to say, yeah, but what did I do that was right? You have the opportunity and actually the responsibility to start looking at the other spaces of you as well. Yes. Stop staring and obsessing over the one space that keeps you from choosing you. Yes. I don't care if it is something that you see as simple or something that you see as silly, even like you stopped for a turtle on the road. That was a good thing to do. So if you're going to beating yourself up over something that you did in your eyes that was wrong, remember when you stopped for the turtle. Does this make sense to you? Start looking at what you've done right. Yes. And stop looking at what you did wrong. And what you did wrong can then become something you learn from, you heal, and you move away from. Yes. And you become the next space of you. And you learn the next lesson. And you allow the next shift. And you continue exploring, expanding, and being this divine you. And in order to choose you, you have to love you, or at least be available to the possibility of loving you. I know that everybody comes in at a very different space of this. We did an exercise at an in-person event that I held recently, and there was this beautiful mirror on the wall that was surrounded by what looked like a church steeple. It was very interesting. It was just in this vacation house I rented, and I didn't know it was going to be there. It wasn't on the pictures that said, do you want this unit? I didn't know it. I walked in the door and it was the first time I ever saw it. But the minute I saw it, I said, oh, yeah, we're going to use this. We're going to use this in the event. And it was a very layered space. It was more than just the now human looking at themselves and allowing that space of self-love. There was a lot of other things happening in that moment of working with the mirror, but everybody worked with the mirror a little differently. I stood next to the person for a few moments, and then I left them there by themselves for a few moments. No words were ever spoken the whole time. Pretty large group of people. Nobody spoke with their mouth. Yes. Everybody spoke with their heart. But some people were able to be in front of that mirror longer than others, and some people were having a very different space connecting with themselves as they were looking at themselves. Does this make sense to you? So I get it. I get it that not everybody sees themselves the same way. Some people are leaving self-judgment. Some people are leaving self-judgment and walking into self-love. Some people are already in self-love. You have to figure out where you are and meet yourself right there and then move forward accordingly. Yes. Yes. The only way you make it on your list, become a part of your own focus, which is the only way you align and connect and expand into your higher mind, higher heart, and higher self. The only way you get into those alignments is by going in and meeting you, allowing you, trusting you, and loving you. And interestingly enough, why choosing yourself matters, and I put in a sentence or two. Are you seeking to be chosen by others, or are you choosing to be the core of what you need? Seeking to be chosen by others and choosing yourself, those are very, very different alignments, and they will produce very, very different lives. If we're seeking to be chosen by others, we're always jumping through the next hoop to please the next person, to get the validation, to get the, yes, someone to feel proud of us or tell us we've done well or whatever. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if it is always being sought outside of you and you don't already have that space where you're giving that to yourself, then it will be fleeting. What does it mean if it's fleeting? It means you'll always be searching for it, because it will never be enough, because it doesn't come from you first. Does this make sense to you? Yes. And here's the really cool thing. Yes. Once it comes from you first, you no longer need it from anyone else. You live in a sense of peace. You live in a sense of knowing that's unwavering, because it comes from your core. It's always wonderful to be loved, absolutely. It's always wonderful to receive praise and, encouragement and confirmation of your actions being a blessing to another or helpful to another, or, oh, you make people laugh and that's a beautiful thing, or whatever connection point that we have with others that enriches our lives, blesses our souls. That's all important, absolutely. I'm not saying it's not, but I'm saying I've lived both ways. And when I lived seeking it outside of myself, and I was judging me, and I was holding shame, and I was holding guilt, and I was not on the top of my list. I was everybody else first and maybe the bottom, but maybe not at all. I couldn't see or feel or anchor the praise, the love, the encouragement that was around me, even if I wanted to. Because I had no resonance. I had no available landing pad for it inside of me. So the energies, they would just bounce right off. My husband would try to love me and it wasn't enough. My kids would try to love me and it wasn't enough. My boss would try to be kind, wasn't enough. Hated my job, hated this, was angry about that. Yes. But it was the perfect scenario. If you're there now, it's the perfect scenario. It's the absolute, yes, most powerful creation on your part, because I did it. I designed it masterfully. Just the right job to not like, just the right husband to say the things that would push me to need to find out who I was. I'm with the husband. He's not gone, just in case anybody's wondering. I didn't get rid of anybody. I still have my kids. They love me so much. They live in the same land I live on. And we have incredible relationships, but we did it in a healthy manner. Mom got herself on the list. Andrea went looking for Andrea. Andrea stopped saying, well, why won't you help me? Well, why won't you help me? Well, why won't you help me? And Andrea said, I better go help me. And then all of a sudden, okay, maybe not all of a sudden, but maybe 6 months later, Andrea's been helping Andrea, and Andrea's been finding Andrea and healing Andrea herself. And then all of a sudden, work changed. All of a sudden, spaces that frustrated me got softer. Why? I got softer. Ha! My marriage started changing. And my husband is a saint, believe me. He is a freaking saint. If we're going to put two words together, let's go with that. But anyone and everyone can heal shame, guilt, anger, frustration, addiction. I drank alcohol like it was nobody's business then, because that was my go-to to soothe myself. So around 12 or 1 in the afternoon, yeah, right, I was just making it to the afternoon, I'd go make a Kahlua and cream. Then I'd throw in some vodka, White Russian. And it looked like I drank chocolate milk. And that helped numb it. But I never stopped. Even as I was in those spaces, I never stopped leaning in to listen and remember who I was. And I never stopped finding spaces like this one that could give me more information that would continue to redirect me to that remembrance. I ate everything I could that was good. Wayne Dyer, I told you about him. He's not in the physical anymore, but his work is timeless and wonderful, and he was a spiritual father. And he taught me about intention and how powerful my intentions were. And if I kept intending that it was going to be hard, it would be hard. Yes. And if I kept intending it was going to make me angry, it was going to make me angry. And I needed to intend something new, even if I didn't feel it. And time and time and time again, I kept redirecting. I kept refocusing, catching myself and resetting, catching myself and resetting. And eventually, the setting stuck. And I was no longer having to reset. I had become the new setting. Yes. I had chose me. Yes. I had leaned in and healed and allowed, and all of a sudden I was able to hear, sense, and connect in with my higher mind and my higher heart and my higher self that were always there, but I was in a resonance or a frequency or a vibrational space of myself that was still a little slower in spin, if you will, than where those communications are more available. Does this make sense to you? So as I shifted and reset and chose me, my frequency, my vibration changed, and then my life changed. That job I hated, I got fired. I was so happy I got fired. I was working for a family member, my husband's brother. So it was like a really weird situation. And I did it for 17 years of my life. And I didn't want to do it anymore. But my husband, he still kind of wanted me to do it. And my brother in law still wanted me to do it. So I said one day, you know what? I said to the brother in law, I said, I think you need to hire an assistant for me because I don't want to make the cold calls anymore. I'd making cold calls to sell a construction product for 17 years every day and raising kids. I worked out of the house. And so, in one way, I had set a boundary, right? I said, you need to hire someone else to do this specific thing. I'll run it. I'll still do the marketing. I'll still do the customer service, but I'm not cold calling. You need to hire someone. So, I set a boundary. I spoke up for myself. That was the one thing I didn't like. But I already knew I wasn't going to be there much longer because I had a very personal system in a set because I had been doing it alone for 17 years out of my house. And all of a sudden, about 3 months before I told them, you're going to have to hire me an assistant, makes me giggle. 3 months before I say that, I just was like, you know what? I need to get a system that I could actually give to somebody. I need like files, tangible notes, things that is in my head because I've been doing this for 17 years. I need to put it on paper and get a system so that if I have to give this to somebody, I can. Haha. And 3 months later, when I said I needed an assistant, my brother-in-law sent me an email, 17 years working for him, built the thing myself basically, sends me an email and says, yeah, that's not going to work. So I'll just find somebody else to do what you do. Can you train them? Oh, I can train them. Absolutely. Tell them they can come to my house. I have a box ready. And it was a little weird at first because part of me didn't, I want a part of you wants to hear, oh, don't go. You're too valuable. We need you. You built this place. Or at least, here's a watch. I didn't even get a watch. But there's so much in that message, right? And I hope everybody knows that I'm having fun with this. So, choosing myself changed everything, everything. And when I found out I was gonna not be doing that job anymore, and my husband was a little nervous because it had always been two incomes for a long time, 20 years, two incomes. And then all of a sudden we weren't gonna have mine. Um, he was very good about it, but still, I knew it was a stress, right? So I decided I was going to be a real estate agent because I could do that super fast, right? I could just like read some books, take some tests, get a license, and, I could sell houses. So I find out I'm going to lose my job because I put me on the list and I set a boundary and I stood up and I was starting to allow my sovereignty to rise. And I'm going to be a realtor now. So I devour. I needed to use that word. I devour the material. I mean, I am within 3 months, I trained that person to take over my position. I took my real estate boards, passed first time, had a massive company trying to give me a job and at their real estate agency. And I went to Sedona for the very first time. The day after I passed the real estate exam, I stood on the top of Cathedral Rock. I climbed Cathedral Rock and I stood on top of it. And all of this happened because I chose me. Yes. All of it happened because I leaned in and I stopped making it about everybody else. And it doesn't mean that I became a detached, okay, I'll say it, hard ass. Oh my God. Because I'm not, and anybody that knows me knows I have a really big heart, but I'm not going to allow anyone or anything to, I'm not going to give my power to anyone or anything anymore. Does that make sense? I'm going to nurture and care for my being first and foremost. And when I say being, that's a really important part of how we look at ourselves, because that's Andrea, who is this glorious woman who was a fun kid, a cool teen, rebellious but cool. Don't listen to anything my parents say. And I'm also then a mom, and I'm a friend, and I'm a teacher, and I'm a healer, and I'm a writer, and I'm a grandmother, and I'm a sister, and I'm a daughter. And we have all these spaces, right? And none of those spaces are exempt in the sense of, when you put you on the list, it has to be across the board. It can't be like, but yeah, when mom calls, I'm not on the list. No. No, it can't be when work calls. You know, it's got to be your being. Yes. And really, this is such an important space for us as new humans, because new humans, I wrote it down. Hold on. It's so simple, but I don't want to say it wrong. It sounds so good when it's exactly like the words on the paper. Hold on. New humans have new nows. Isn't that so good? New humans have new nows. So that means being available for you, loving you, choosing you, forgiving you, accepting you. The only way new comes in is if that's what you're offering you, and not after you've offered it to everybody else. That's really big. It's got to be to you first. And that can get a little weird with like close family or close friends, where they expect you to respond to them in a certain way, maybe because you always have, but in your being that's not loving to you. Even if they can't see that, mom can't see it, or dear friend can't see it, whatever it is, and they think and they process in a totally different way than you, you need to be there for you first. It's not your responsibility if they understand that or not. Does this make sense to you? It doesn't mean you're unloving. It doesn't mean you're too detached. It means you are anchored in your divine sovereignty, and you are navigating from that space of you. Does that make sense to you? And that creates a new human, because that human then has new nows and is not repeating cycles of old spaces that it has been unable to love, let go of, and clear. Does that make sense to you? Every single thing we do is a vibrational alignment. relationships are really big ones. The relationships we hold are really big vibrational alignments. Be mindful of the ones that you allow. Doesn't mean you have to get rid of people. It just means you contour the way you connect with them, how frequently you connect with them, how much of you give to them. Does this make sense to you? Let me check my notes on my phone as well. Okay. So new humans are choosing to be their wholeness. They've realized everything that they've been looking for is already within them. We realize as new humans that the love we've been looking for is right here. Yes. Peace, abundance, worth, health, prosperity, protection. Yes. It all starts on the inside before it can ever show up on the outside. And remember this, please, somebody needs to hear this. It's not your responsibility to carry your loved ones. Does that make sense to you? Doesn't mean we're not loving. It just means you have the opportunity, responsibility for yourself, to be present for yourself and to allow them their journeys. Allow them their experience. Doesn't, we can help to a certain degree, but then it becomes enablement. And all of a sudden, we're just enabling them to not wake up or to not see that that's not okay. Yes. Okay. So think about as you go through the coming weeks, we meet once a month with New Human. Think about through the month of June. That's the month we're in. If you're seeing this live, if you're catching a video, the weeks ahead of you. Think about your spaces, your life spaces, your relationships, your work, your self-talk, your self-habits, your belief structures. Think about all these spaces of you. And then allow yourself to see if any of these spaces are needing any additional love from you, needing any additional shift from you, reset from you, because it's all in your hands. And you have the power to do it. You have the power to clear it. You have the power to change it. You have the power to shift it. You have the power to reset it. You have the power. We're going to do an exercise in just a minute. That's going to be clear, reset any spaces of you that you're ready to do that with. And again, it can be relationships, it can be self-talk, it can be workspaces. It's limitless. And in this space, because of the work I do Acasma quantum energy, so I bridge people into their remembrance. It's what I do. I'm an energetic bridge. So when I work with you in the energy space of this in just a few minutes, listen with your heart, because I'm bridging you in to where you'll hear even better. Does this make sense to you? Yes. And you're going to be able to ground and anchor the shifts. So you're going to get the knowing. You're going to know. I've been doing this for over 6 years, people all over the planet. And what we're going to do here today, it's a little mix of, some people have heard me call it walk back, and some people, it's just an energetic reset. But it can be something that happened minutes before you got on the call. Yes. Or it can be years ago or lifetimes. But you'll know. You'll know. You'll sense, you'll see, you'll pick up on, you'll have a feeling. And if you don't have it immediately when we're in the energy space, don't get in your head about it. Go down into your heart, envision your heart, picture your heart, think about your heart, breathe from your heart space, and allow your divine flow. Just be the space, hold the intention. I am this space and I am available to my highest and optimal flow. I am this space and I am available to my highest and optimal flow. And then trust. Trust and allow the energies to run. This is an energetic exercise session space. So, yes, doesn't matter that we're not in the same room physically. We don't even have to be on camera. You don't even have to hear my voice for me to do this work. And I have validation, confirmation, and proof again and again and again. People healing medically diagnosed issues and them being gone after these spaces, them being healed completely. Mental spaces, emotional spaces, financial spaces moving. My story of the work shift and Sedona coming in for the first time, and the fact that my physical body made it to the top of a mountain and I had never climbed a mountain in my life, and I passed an exam that a large percentage of people don't pass the first time out. All of these things happen because I was in that alignment of connection with that higher flow of myself. And that's where we're going right now in this exercise for you. Does this make sense to you? Limitless. Limitless. Think it, intend it, breathe it in. Limitless. Limitless. I can't say it enough. All right. So we'll do it for about 10 minutes or so here. And then we can close the space together as well. Yes. Let you lead you where you're ready to go. Let you lead you where you're ready to go and do whatever you're going to do with it. And trust and allow. Okay? All right. So you can close your eyes right now if you'd like. You do not have to, but it is really powerful and it helps with opening up your inner senses and that knowing of where you're going and what you're doing in the quantum field of you. So if you are able to, just close your eyes and get into a comfortable position. If it's not optimal right now, come back to the video and do it again later when you are able to do that space that way. Lay down or sit, doesn't matter, whatever's comfortable for you. Yes. Just allow your breath, please. Just allow the space. Yes, beautiful connection. Yes, beautiful connection. Just breathing, please. There's a lot of energy already in the forehead and in the face. Third eye activation is going on. Just allow, just trust. Yes. Just trust the space. Yes, teams of light are around you. Higher dimensional beings. These are who we work with. These are a space of us. This is not far-fetched. This is reality. And it is the new human's reality because this is who we are. Higher dimensional technology available to assist the body on all levels. Yes. To assist the being on all levels. You breathing, please. Yes. Yes. Just allow the space. Yes, you're dialing in you. Kanea kaokoa neneanatawa. Ianasawa kea paukoa neneananawa. Yes. Just allow the space, please. Just allow your breath. Crown centers are opening. Just allow. Root lines coming from the feet, anchoring deeper into the new earth. Just allow. You're setting the space to prepare to expand, to prepare to connect in deeper with you, and to shift your vibration to your next optimal alignment.
Yes.
Just allow the breath, root lines deepening, strengthening. Some of you really sense the higher dimensional beings that are around you. Some of you are leaning in with trust. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
All are surrounded by these teams of light and all are being worked with right now. Please allow your breath. Crown is expanding further. Third eye is open, active, strong, vibrant. Breathing and allowing you to sense you. Some of you have already seen spaces, connection points of your life that you are resetting so that you are choosing you in that connection. Relationships being brought balance, workspaces being brought balance so that you are choosing you.
Yes.
And you're choosing you from love,
Yes.
with love, as love. No guilt or shame being carried any longer. But right now,
Yes.
allowing yourself to imagine any guilt, any shame, any judgment that you have for yourself or for any of your spaces, to see it in your hands as if you're holding it.
Yes.
It doesn't matter how old it is. It doesn't matter. And it can be that there are multiple spaces, multiple connection points.
Yes.
Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Place the shame, place the guilt, place the judgment in your hands. Third eyes are wide open. Allow the light from your heart to shine upon your hands as the hands hold the judgment, the shame, the guilt, the anger, the frustration, the anxiety, the depression. The light shines from your heart all over your hands and that which you are holding. Breathe. That light is the I am. That light shining from your heart,
Yes.
you are never separate from, is the I am. Let your light shine upon those spaces that are asking for love. Some of those spaces will dissolve in a sense. They will no longer be active in your life.
Yes.
It's time for all to move on. And some of those spaces will heal and shift accordingly and reset energetically. You hold no judgment and you hold no attachment because you hold total trust. And you breathe.
Yes.
Just allow the space, please. Just allow the light shining, the I am flowing from the heart to the hands. And you notice the hands becoming lighter and lighter in every sense of the word. And then you begin to have the visual of the hands joining together palm to palm in prayer position, as they are no longer needed to hold any of those past alignments any longer, but they have let them go. They have alchemized them, healed them, cleared them, shifted them. And you allow your breath. Nea kaukoa, nea kaukoa, asane anatawa.
Yes.
You are free, Holy One. You are free. You are loved. You are safe. You are free, Holy One.
Yes.
Thank you for choosing you. Thank you for choosing you. So much energy flowing through the third eye and the crown. Just allow yourself, I open my crown that I may know the truth, and allow your flow.
Yes.
Thank you. I open my eye that I may see the truth.
Yes.
Breathe. I open my throat that I may speak the truth. Breathe. I open my heart that I may feel the truth. Allow your breath allow the space. Feeling the energies moving in the body, the vessel, the form. The energies of you. You are consciousness, sovereign, divine existence. Embodying this space, this life, to explore yourself.
Yes.
To experience.
Yes.
To expand. This is what eternal beings do. Allow your breath, please.
Yes.
Hold the intention, allow the thought, the whisper, the knowing. I am eternal, having a now. Allow yourself to envision a list, a piece of paper, numbered 1 to 10. And all of a sudden you can see names and events and things, doings showing up on, materializing before your eyes on those lines, next to those numbers, filling your list with your to-dos. But you notice that the number 1 line, there's nothing there. It's empty. The list is full, but number 1 space is available. And you envision yourself writing yourself on the paper, your name, the phrase, I choose me. I choose me. Yes. And then you can remember as you move forward, you're on the list. You're on the top. And because of that, your cup is full.
Yes.
And you can allow the love that you choose to pour out to be available to the others on the list because you have given it to yourself first.
Yes.
And it creates all kinds of new nows. Yes, yes, yes. Allow your breath, please. Purple is flooding in. For me, that's the reference of divine love, the presence of divine Christ consciousness love, the remembrance of the I am within, the knowing of no separation.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Allow your breath allow the direction of your own blessing towards the spaces that you have seen and felt and connected in with here today. Allow yourself to bless the spaces, bless all involved and all connected, that they too find the way to be the top of their list, that they too find the way to choose themselves and to truly love and move forward in that alignment. Gratitude being sent by you to your team of light, seen and unseen, named and unnamed.
Yes.
Gratitude and love. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. My cup runneth over with gratitude.
Yes.
I am loved. I am loved. I am loved.
Yes.
And I give that love to myself. And I receive that love from all spaces that love me as well. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe.
Yes.
In every now.
Yes.
Allow your breath, please. Allow the space. Allow yourself to envision, as you close this space with your love, that you are this highest self, this higher mind, this higher heart. You are this optimal flow, and you're just learning how to recognize yourself more and more. Allow your breath. Allow the space. And seal it with your love. Beautifully done, holy ones. Beautifully done. When you're ready, you're going to bring your focus back to your physical sight, but you don't have to. If you want to stay in longer, you can. You can stay in as long as you would like. Okay. Let's see if I can. All right. Can you hear me? Okay. So, don't we just love something interesting happening? All right, let me tell you what happened here. If you're coming back still to the now, just allow the space. I'm on my phone. My computer it died. It died. But it's okay because we allow the understanding of an entirely new alignment. I'm on my phone. All right, now let me ask you this. I see Madeline maybe is who I'm seeing here. Okay, are they able to see me? Can you tell? Like, okay, it's okay. All right, good. Thank you. You're all I got here, Madeline. Thank you. All right. So bringing the focus back, allow yourselves to acknowledge the new, including the fact that I am on a new device. How's that? It's all new. It's all new. Wow. Okay, so move forward through the rest of the month, continually allowing that awareness and that observation, that knowing that you're on the top of the list, that you are the new human, that you're having a new now, and that you're available. Yes? All right. I love you all dearly. I'm so grateful to be this space with you. Thank you for your presence in all the ways that we are us. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mwah.